You know what I love about this kitchen? Is the push to open drawers. Engineered stone benchtop, low maintenance and easy to clean. Task lighting, easy to see where you're working. That's why I love CCW kitchens. How to make quick and easy scrambled eggs. All we're going to need is free-range eggs, salted butter, parsley, salt, pepper and a splash of cream. Free-range eggs, 1 goes in, 2 and 3. We're going to add a splash of cream, goes like this, salt, pepper and a good pinch of parsley. Quick little mixy mix. Now when I put this in a pan, I've got the pan on, the pan's fairly hot. We're just going to add a little bit of oil to prevent the butter from burning. And then eggs go in. And it's best just to let those eggs just sit on the bottom for a slight moment until they start to set, and we're just going to gently mix them around. The one thing that people always do, that I see people do, is they just keep cooking the eggs until they're fully cooked. What's going to happen, you get residual heat. So those eggs now are all but done. Very quick process, onto a nice clean plate. The parsley, there you go, scrambled eggs. If you're looking to impress your family and friends, I've got a nice little scallop bruschetta I'm going to show you now. So what we're going to need first is some sourdough toast. I've simply just cut it out with a cookie cutter and pan fried it. So we've got some beautiful Harvey-based scallops, and they simply just pop out of the shell onto my board here. Shells are quite pretty as well. We're going to season the scallops with olive oil and salt and pepper. So very simple. You certainly don't have to overdo it or overthink it. So for the tomato, I'm going to use a sweet berry tomato. I really like the perforated edges, and it's a very sweet tomato. Some fresh basil. Just going to shred that up or chiffonade it to garnish the plate up and to stop the scallops from sliding around as you're serving them. I'm just going to put a little bit of balsamic glaze down. Gives you a nice contrast to colour too. So next we're going to basically butter the toast with goat's cheese or goat's feta. I've let it just warm up a little bit too, so it's easy to spread. This is a really tasty little canapé. The tomato we sliced earlier, straight onto the toasted sourdough with the goat's cheese, a little bit of basil. Make sure your pan's nice and hot, don't be afraid, nothing's going to catch on fire. Much. Splash of olive oil into the pan, season side down, which is also your presentation side. Okay, I'm going to put just a really small amount of butter in there. Again, we've got the oil, so it's not going to burn. We just want some nice colour on those scallops. Probably only about 20 seconds aside. So we've got beautiful coloration on both sides, so those scallops are ready to come out of the pan. And so here we go, just onto the little toast. And there you have it, folks, my scallop bruschetta. Pan frying fish is much easier than you think. So the fish we've got today is some line-caught largemouth nanagai. We're going to need some olive oil, salt, pepper, a couple of knobs of butter and a fresh lime. So drizzle of olive oil, generous amount of salt and pepper. So then we go with some olive oil. Again, that pan's nice and hot. And you really want to hear that fish sizzle when you put it into the pan, like so. As the fish starts to cook, I'm just going to put just a knob of butter in the middle there. It's going to help give it some good colour. We're going to pan fry the fish for approximately 2–2.5 minutes aside, depending on the thickness of the fish. We're going to turn that fish over and remove it from the heat and let it rest. So it's been about 2 minutes now. We're getting ready to turn the fish over. So beautiful. Look at that colour. And that's just from having a nice hot pan, seasoning, a bit of oil and a little bit of butter. We're going to give that about another 2 minutes. I'm going to remove it from the heat and squeeze some lime juice over it and let it rest. So to finish the fish, I'm going to squeeze half of the lime juice into the nice hot pan. Going to have a really good time there. I'm going to turn it off. Just going to cover it with a little bit of foil and let that rest up, just like so. Move it to the side. So by resting up the fish under the foil, it's created this beautiful glossy sheen over the fish, which means it's now ready to go. I'm just going to pop them on a plate here. Look at that, beautiful, fresh, very local. largemouth nanny guy. Pop a bit of extra lime on there. So pan-fried fish, made easy in a CCW kitchen.